I'm so glad to have you here. And today, as you know, it's the segment where I feature people that I admire. And a person that I really admire is here today. Yes, that is keyboardist, great organist, and super person, Brian Charette. He's here. So I'm so excited to present that to you today. So we're glad you made it to the show. Hope you enjoy everything. Sit back, make some comments, browse around the Facebook and YouTube and Instagram channels, and have fun. God bless you. Welcome. Hey, Avus, Rudolph, Nunya, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining. How about some salt? You know, sometimes I gotta wear the plain socks. Wine light. Even though it's daylight, here in Columbus, Ohio, we welcome you from all over the globe. So glad you're with us. Yeah. Welcome. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a Wednesday, it sure is. And you know, it's starting to really feel like spring outside, at least where I live here. It's balmy. It's actually, I'm sweating a little bit. I haven't sweat for a while. It's good to feel that. And today is a special day because on Wednesdays, as many of you know, I feature a special guest. And my guest today, I've known for quite some time now. We originally became friends via that beautiful social network called Facebook. But then later, we actually got a chance to meet, and the friendship even got deeper. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado for me, before I do this, I'm going to copy a couple of things and put them into the messenger so you can check out what I'm going to be talking about with Brian. And so here they come. Check your instant messenger, folks, because it's coming. Here they are. Okay, there's one. And here comes this other one. There we go. Okay, how does that go? Hang on there. We're going to get it there. All right. There we go. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado for me, I present my friend, special friend, Brian Charette. Brian,
hey,
how are you, man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing even better after listening to your perfect organ playing.
Oh, man, come on.
It's all the right notes.
Well, I try not to play the wrong ones, man.
That's all you have to do.
That's the safe way, I guess, right?
That's what I try to do.
Man, it's an honor to have you. Thank you for joining me today.
It's an honor to be here. I'm a big fan of your playing and your show.
Oh, man.
And you in general.
Oh, well, likewise. That's, I guess, why we're friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're looking good, man. You're looking happy. That's good.
I lost a lot of weight.
I think we're all doing things, aren't we? Are you doing something kind of to stay alive?
I exercise. I have been exercising since things started to be weird.
Yeah.
And then in the summer, I'd stopped eating bread. You know, I started eating just vegetables, basically. And weight just piles off you if you eat only vegetables. And in 1 month I lost too much weight. It was a little bit weird, but I almost lost like 25 pounds in 1 month, or like a lot.
Wow.
Because I was very strict with it.
Yes.
But I like it a lot better to be lighter, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a little more energy. You feel a little bit more.
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
I agree with you. You know, I it's funny. I think the people that are successful do things when the tough gets, you know, when the going gets tough, that help them feel better about life. And you know, I did the same thing. I started riding my bike, and I got this little thing called the Bulwarker. I squeeze it, you know, like an accordion. And man, I feel best that I've ever felt. I feel like I'm ready to, you know, do something.
You look tight like a tiger.
Hey, buddy. Tony the Tiger. They're great.
Great.
Yeah, man. So you're in New York City and things are starting to open up. Tell me about it.
Well, you know, things opened up and then they closed because there's a lot of, you know, Smalls. One of my favorite places was open briefly, but there were some, you know, the laws are very complicated and there was a technicality and they had to unfortunately close again. But I think they're going to be open soon. I think New York very much values this place. And I don't know if you know Spike Wilner, but he's a wonderful man, you know, and kind of a jazz impresario for New York because he runs Smalls and Mesro, which are two of our great places to hear jazz music, you know. So he's culturally a very important guy and respected. And people know that he is always trying to do the right thing and follow the letter of the law and stuff like this. So I think everything's going to be fine.
I pray for that. I saw the post the other day about that.
Yeah. I play at a place a lot called the Roxy, which is also a very cool place, and it's kind of safe because it has very high ceilings, and it's just kind of set up in a way where there's a lot of distance, and it feels pretty safe in there. I've been playing there. I'm going to play at a place called the Falcon in Marlboro, New York, Friday night. And I've had little things here and there, you know, but I'm teaching a lot. I'm doing a lot of virtual kind of stuff like that. And I'm doing tracks for people. I even did music for a movie in Japan called Coyote, like a few months ago. So I've been fortunate to have things to do. You know, it's good if you play keyboard instruments. There's a lot of things you can do, you know. So that's good.
Wow, that sounds like real good news to me. I know that it's a changed, I guess you would call it a landscape, but do you see that when things kind of start to open up a little bit more, that you will want to continue to do some of the things that you're doing now? Have you found some passion in these things?
Sure. I especially like to do, you know, on Tuesday nights, I do a live stream from my place, and I have so many keyboards and electronics that it's so easy for me to play the music when it's all set up. If I have to go someplace to do it and set it up, it's just really hard to get the same control over everything. So I feel like musically, those concerts are some of the most cohesive things I've ever done because I feel really in control of the technology and the environment, which is something that I really like, you know. I think virtual teaching is also here to stay. All of my students, I'm sure you're having similar experiences, are thriving. And we'll see what happens, but I like virtual lessons. I get to be in my environment. The student gets to be in their environment. Yeah. Usually with an instrument that they're used to or what have you. And there's a lot of good things about it. I do miss the social, I especially miss the social interaction of playing music with my friends, you know. So I'm very much looking forward to when that happens again.
Yeah. I know you probably don't have the same kind of space that we have here in the Midwest. So,
this is it. You can see my space right here, Tony. This is everything I have. You know, this is it's basically 8 by 10 room, I think.
There you go, man.
And my wife has the rest of the house.
Oh, well, you know, man.
But I have my little man cave, so it's as it should be.
Oh, yeah, man. And that's beautiful, you know. See, I'm kind of blessed because on Fridays, because I have a bigger place being in the Midwest, I bring my trios. I bring different trios here, and have a little live broadcast on Friday. So it gives me the interaction that I know that you miss. So I 100% concur that there's something about playing, like my daily shows solo. I do enjoy that. I'm so glad that you said you enjoy it too, because you find a pace in it. Even if, after a while you get used to not being anyone to talk to afterwards except the air, right?
Well, playing music is really bottomless and interesting. And there's always something to notice or learn about it somehow.
Yeah. And I admire what you're doing, man. I started endorsing Native Instruments about 20 years ago.
Love their stuff.
They're great stuff, right? And
E4 was great. I love the Pro 52 was one of my go-tos.
Okay, there you go.
That's the thing for the Prophet.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
They had great, when they first came out, I don't even know if you know this, Tony, but before I really started to play a lot of jazz organ, I was more of like a producer.
Okay.
And I was getting that stuff right when it came out. I got 4 of them. You could get a bundle of 4. You got the piano one.
Yep.
There was an electric piano one.
Yep.
An organ one.
B4.
And it was like a Prophet 5 that they called it.
It was a synth, Pro 52. I remember that bundle.
So those were killer.
Wow.
And I remember working on, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, okay, so same time.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
So I'm a big fan of that company's products.
Are you still using some of their sounds today, or is everything?
Well, now I work with IK Multimedia, who also works with Hammond, who I'm endorsed by, and they have BX3, which is their newest solution to B3, and it's my favorite, I have to say. And they've given me the stuff so I could do my streams. Like I use a IO49 key rig, I think it's called. Okay. And I have Pro Duo, which are IK Multimedia products that help me to do my streams. And the Key 49, the organ fits on the laptop. If I ever travel again to a faraway place, I have, I finally got my portable set up.
You throw it in a suitcase.
But yeah, so I use like Hammond and IK Multimedia. I use a lot of apps. I have a Behringer DeepMind 12 analog synth.
Okay. And
I have Arturia hardware drum machines and arpeggiators and stuff like that. So I have a lot of different stuff.
Wow. Here. And when I watch your shows, you use them all so well. That's your thing, man. I really admire that.
Well, I've really gotten a chance to do it since I've had it all set up here. It's like that's what I practice now is doing that. It's
that's
very
great.
Different from practicing. I mean, I'm still practicing music if I have to learn it, and I do tracks that are, will be more traditional keyboard stuff. But I've always been interested in Joe Zawinul and Keith Emerson and these guys. I'm sure you love these guys too.
Oh man, you know it.
So that was the music that I was first into when I started getting into playing keyboard music. So I have a love for old synthesizers. I love modular synthesis too, the things that you build.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
Well, that's so cool. I knew that you were doing it, but I didn't know how deeply. And boy, I'm finding out now. That's really cool, man.
Well, in the beginning, that's what I kind of did. And then when I started to play a lot of organ about 15 years ago, I became like only organ, I would say, for quite a while.
Yeah.
Like I was playing mostly Hammond.
Yeah.
I kind of let the stuff go a little bit because there is a technical aspect of it, which is frustrating too, which if you're playing a real instrument is the workflow is maybe easier. So there's advantages and difficult things about both approaches to music.
Of course, you got to keep something up, right? That's the Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I've always, since I was a young kid, once I got turned on to Jimmy Smith, I've always, played the organ. That's the instrument I call myself that I play. I throw other things around to play them, but I play at them. I don't profess to be so like I think you can only serve so many masters to do them, that well. So I believe in that, so I'm with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get back, we got a black cat running around. When you get,
I like it.
Yeah, that's Magic, man. He's the cousin of the one on the cat, the Jimmy Smith the cat.
Uh-huh.
That's his cousin over there.
I love that song.
Oh, jeez.
That's Lalo Schifrin wrote that song.
Right? Isn't that a great song?
He writes great stuff.
Man. Are you thinking about returning back to the organ when you get back out there? Or are you thinking about staying in this new electronic realm?
I do everything.
Do everything, yeah.
I play a lot of different, I do a lot of different kinds of keyboard work. Mm-hmm. I will play for other people, I play a lot of just traditional Hammond organ. Mm-hmm. But I also play a lot of keyboards and synths on more pop-oriented kind of stuff. So I really do a lot of I work in a lot of different genres of music, I would say. And I enjoy it all very much. And I just show up and
do it.
For the Japanese film, I was doing almost ambient electronic music, which is far away from doing, organ session that's like playing standards or something like that. Yes. So from day to day, I'll have a pretty wide variance in what I'm doing.
That's very cool, man. That is so cool. So you have a Sextet project coming out now, right?
Yeah, it just came out last week. I actually have 2 new records. I don't even know how that happened.
Wow. That's encouraging to hear.
In December, I had an electronic one, which was me with all my machines.
Okay.
That's called Like the Sun.
Okay.
And last week, it's actually the 3rd recording for Music for Organ Sextet, which is almost like a jazz chamber group.
Okay.
With organ and drums, and then it's a kind of a wind ensemble with flute, alto saxophone, tenor saxophone, and bass clarinet. And it's almost a little bit contemporary classical sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah. So that came out last week.
I put the links to all of that stuff in the queue here for people to take a look at. And let's see, we've got people here from Facebook, from YouTube, and the other Facebook. So
hi, everybody.
They're getting the links, so that's very good.
We have a lot of friends in common.
Well, man, I think good friends breed good friends, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's about community, what we do. It's about it's like a tribal relationship,
Boy, isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
and that's some old stuff. That's like ancient. That's not, even though we're doing it in this virtual kind of way, it is a very ancient drive, this tribalism, this need to be together and to do things together,
Isn't that so true?
Yeah.
Wow, great. Hey, I'll tell you what, why don't we take a little break so I can so I can play for everybody the Sextet. So we'll just kind of take a breather, and I'm going to switch the camera over to my here, and I'm going to you'll hear it, Brian.
Okay, cool.
Well, okay. What's going on now? Oh, I got to feed it in. Okay, here we go. It's only 1:57. Is that the wrong link, Brian?
Well, that might be kind of like
the advertisement for it.
It's a demo kind of reel, but you will really get the idea of the group. I think it's good, actually.
Okay, let me go ahead and just play that. That way, at least people will get a good preview.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wow, that's so cool, man. Let me stop this so it doesn't keep going. Oh, there we go. Man, I'm still a me, myself, and I operation, so give me a second.
No, you're doing good.
I get to the right
You do a lot. You have a lot more of this together than I have.
Man, and this, I'm finding out how to make the video from this. If you remember way back at the very beginning in March, I tried to do this, but a lot of my broadcast would get interrupted by what I truly believe now was an overload of the CPU handling too many video streams at one time. So if I would try to do the OBS software broadcast for the show and then do the Zoom meeting, the processor at some point would just fail. But now what I'm able to do, thanks to thanks to virtual teaching, right? One of my young students says, "Hey, you need a video capture card."
This was the guy I was talking to couple months ago. I think I know him. He's very bright.
He helped me. He said, you get this little video capture card and you can use another computer to task, the Zoom meeting, because it's got video in and out coming and all that data. And I just, this broadcast machine sees it as just another camera.
Great.
So, and then of course, I like having the different camera angles and
Sure.
With OBS, you can control all of the scenes once you have them properly set.
No, your show is killer. It's like one of the most advanced streaming shows. Like, it's great.
I'm just having fun, Brian. I like the technical aspects of things. I think you
had the earliest instruction. You were doing instructional videos before everybody too. Like, you've always been on the forefront of that.
It's important to me, to keep this tradition alive, because for me. Man, I'm starting to, even though I still consider myself young, there's a curve, in life. And, I'm just trying to continue to do what I do best. It's, as you well know, it's hard to incorporate new things and do them well, and
sure.
So I like to always try to present things well. But one of my passions has always been mixing and mastering. So I like that aspect of it too, So it's kind of fun. So
no, it sounds really good.
Yeah, man.
Your voice, which I already love, sounds even more majestic.
Oh, well, that's age, man. Wow, it's so great to see you. Thank you for being my guest today, Brian.
Oh, my pleasure.
Wow, and we will be looking on Tuesday nights at your streams. I enjoy that. And I think we have a common person that really, really helps promote things, Toby.
Toby.
Yeah, man, what a saint she is, man.
She's a sweetheart. I met her at NAMM, so was that 2 years ago now?
Wow.
No, it was like a little more than a year and a half. It was like last winter, right before everything closed. She was helping do a concert for Hammond, and she was doing some social media for them, and we met each other there, and she is so helpful.
Okay.
With that. So yeah, hello, Toby. We love you.
Yeah, we love you, Toby. Thank you very much. Well, Brian, God bless you. Thank you for giving me your time today. My best to your lovely wife, man.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure. I can't wait to hang out again.
We're going to hang out soon, Brian.
Okay, great, Tony.
We're going to have a nice big cheeseburger again.
We're going to eat like Gavons.
Oh, let's do it. God bless you, Brian. Thank
Love
you
you, pal.
very much. Love you too, man.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, the great Brian Charette. It's an honor to have him in the show. And I hope you're all doing well today and staying healthy. And I'm so happy to be able to play music today. And one of the things that I feel grateful about and blessed was that music has carried me through so far. And I have a feeling that it's going to continue to do so. So, wow, I got a little time to play music today. And that's a blessing in itself. So I'm going to play some music. Before I do, just telling you that we are supporting ourselves as musicians today. So there's a couple of links on the bottom if you're a PayPal ME user or Venmo user or Cash App user. But if not, if you go to my website, b3monaco.com, there's also a link down there to my support page. You click that, and you can actually use your credit card to give a gift. And believe me, I really appreciate your gift. And there's some new things going on, too. In my educational side, I've just released some play-alongs. And I'm keeping the prices down, man. You get a whole set for $5, and you get several different mixes. You get one with a reference track so you can check the whole thing out. Then you get one with no bass, so you could play the bass. Or one with no keys, so I could play the bass while you practice the keys. Or one with no bass and no keys. You could do all of the work, whether you're a keyboard player playing left-hand bass or an organist. And, of course, I got tracks for our drummers and guitar sax friends. So check them out. You can actually preview the whole thing by clicking the preview on the right before you buy. I think for $5, it's quite a deal. And like I said, I'm just trying to continue to offer things for people to do so that they stay busy, but also some value. These are mixed, high-quality mixes and mastered just like records. So if you use these tracks, like my friend Jack Coleman does often, that's really cool. He uses my band tracks to do some demos. So please, check them out. Go to b3monaco.com and peruse. If you like memberships in schools, I got one of those. If you like CDs, I autograph them. And if you like lessons, for just $30, you can try a trial with me. And I record everything. Like Brian said, the virtual world is here. And during the COVID times, I'm keeping my prices down to $40 an hour. Doesn't matter whether you buy 1, 2, or 5. Isn't that right, Steve? It's always got to be a good deal. Yeah. So you guys like the new camera? I put a camera over the organ. Let's see. You got to go here so I can see my face. And guess what? I think we're being bombarded. You can see him over here. Well, you have to come and get it yourself. What am I supposed to tell Instagram? You want me to tell them goodbye? No. Say goodbye, Instagram. Hey, I'll tell you what. Since Brian is so special, let me save this first. Oh, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. All right. Here, let me title this, and you can have my phone. See, what my son likes to do is he likes to take pictures, and it keeps him busy. So here you go, Haruki. I'll give this to you, okay? Uh-oh. I did the wrong thing. See, that's what happens when you get interrupted like this. Here you go, Haruki. Why don't you come and say hello to everybody? No? Okay. Hello. Here, say it in the microphone. Come on. Well, there's my son, ladies and gentlemen. He's here today. Look what he does. He's got me already all fouled up. Ooh, and the more I do it, the worse it gets. There we go. We got it back. Yeah. I feel like swinging, so let me get a swing beat and play in some swing. I want to dedicate something to Steve. I'm going to play one of my favorite swing tunes. All right? That's good. Oh, little Elvin, huh? Hey, Julian, how are you? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Brian. Let's get some piano action. Oh, yeah. 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 This song makes me happy, you know? Hey, Bill, what's going on? Yeah. Oh yeah, you know, the best things in life are free. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The best things in life are most definitely free. Yeah. That classic squabble ending, that's a Jimmy Smith ending if there was ever one. And, man, he was an influence to many of the organ players that tackle this instrument today. And we just had another master of playing the organ. And it's so great to have people on Wednesdays that I admire. So once again, you can see down here at the bottom there's a little AOL thing there. You can do some things. Looks like somebody just ordered something. Bill Lyons, we'll see what you ordered here in a minute. Did you get some play-alongs, man? I hope so. That's great. Wow, this is so fun. All right, well, that was like the one of the styles that makes the organ, and that song was called "The Best Things in Life Are Free." I really enjoyed that song, and I like that groove, that little slow brush swing thing. But let's play something a little bit more up, right? Because I like this kind of one too. Let's see. Oh, see? I like this groove too. Hope you enjoy it. Here we go. single. He's on a Delta Flight 451, 4511, and he's at 35,000 feet listening. Well, that must be a high. Boy, I miss the planes. Yeah. You notice that little shimmer at the very end? Nice to see you, Stan. I hope you're having a safe flight. And, man, you know, we go through withdrawals as musicians, you know, of just that part of the traveling. I know that it's not the most pleasant sometimes, especially when you fly maybe from one continent to the next continent, and then you got to wait a long time because you had to go to that continent to catch another plane to go back to the same continent, but it was the best price. That happens. I know you know what I'm talking about. If you're a musician, you know. So you get used to spending these long hours in the planes, and man, you usually board the airplane when you're so tired that you just sleep. It's amazing. Like, next thing you know, you open your eyes and you're in Tokyo. I've slept all the way from, like, L.A. to Tokyo. I know it's a 13-hour flight. I know it. But you know what? You could get so tired and so used to it that you just kind of, like, you know, conk out. And you get used to the engines because we all have tinnitus anyhow. So the engines kind of give us a little bit of, like, you know, a little bit of rest, you know. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Wow. Oh, thanks for joining me, man. It's a pleasure. It's an honor, actually. So I'm going to play. Wow. I'm just having some fun today. I hope you don't mind me. Just going to play stuff, just randomly play. So I want to get a song. You'll love it. You're just going to love it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I like to, when I work out, I like to ride my bicycle. I have a stationary bike. And then I have the Bullworker, which is this little, well, I have two of them now. I have the original one that's bigger. Well, it's not the original, but it's a replica of the original by the new company. But they just made a baby. And see, I keep it right by my organ, so in between lessons sometimes, I just squeeze this thing, right? It's been helping me. But I like to listen to, not always listen to jazz, right? Because, you know, it's better to be wide in your listening so that different things come up, you know. So I listen to, like, you know, I'm from the 70s, so sometimes I tune in 70s, like, soul music, or I'll pick a soul name that I really like one of my most favorite soul singers is Barry White. It's just something about all of his music. So he does a version of this song I'm about to do. I'm not going to do it his way, but let me see if I can get a nice groove. Hold on just a second. Bear with me. No, I don't want to use that one. A little bit too quick, so I'm going to slow that down. Let's see. I think this one's going to have to do. No, definitely not that. We'll get one here. Let's see. Let's try this one. No, definitely not that one. I can't take that one. Oh, you know why? I'm in the wrong category. Pardon me. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I'll blame it on my age. How about that? Penso che un sogno così non ritorni mai più. Mi rendevo le mani del faccia di blu. Poi d'improvviso venivo dal vento rapito e cominciavo a volare nel cielo infinito. Volare, wow, cantare, oh, nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. E volavo, volavo felice, più alto del sole, ancora più su. Mentre il mondo pian piano sparivo soltanto per me. Una musica dolce suonavo soltanto per me. Volare, wow, cantare, wow, nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. Volare, wow, cantare, oh, nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice di stare lassù. E volavo, volavo felice più alto del sole o ancora più su, mentre il mondo pian piano sparivo soltanto per me. Una musica dolce suonavo soltanto per me. Volare, wow, cantare, oh, oh, oh. Anel blu, dipinto di blu, felice d'estate lassù. Anel blu, dipinto di blu. Hey, thank you for joining the show today. It's an honor to have you. On Friday, as you know, at 4 p.m. Eastern, I have my live trio here. And this week we're going to feature Willie B on the drums and Derek DeCenzo on the guitar. And if you go to my website, B3 Monaco, and you go to the band page, you can start becoming a sponsor. Just see where it says tip the band. You can start getting your tickets to be on the display. And all of the details are already there. So I hope you can visit. Safe trip, Stan. God bless you all. And thank my special guest, Brian Charette. Nel blu, dipinto di blu, felice d'estate lassù. Anel blu, dipinto di blu, felice d'estate lassù. Oh yeah, that's it, folks. We'll see you soon. God bless you all. Thank you for joining me today.